Good morning, world. And I'm starting up here and going around my house because at the moment I'm really emotional. And the reason I'm emotional, I got up this morning. I said last night I was going to do some shopping. All of that is out the window now, but because of the rain. So because my stepson came last night and gave me some instructions about what I'm supposed to be doing, I set up last night and I completed it because that's how I can function. Because if I didn't complete it, I probably will not be able to sleep. So I got up this morning and I decided that I'm going to continue the tidying up. I started in the bedroom. Then yesterday I had to stop and do something else. And I was sat here. See, as I've told my stepson, I'm writing whatever I need to write. And I sorted all this out. I sorted this out in order. And for some reason, God says to me, have a look at the envelope that the PC Holly Sweeney bought on my mother's birthday. And me stood at the doorway saying to her, it's my mother's birthday. It was my grandson's birthday the day before, and how emotional I was, and saying to her, whatever I'm doing, please don't take it personally. I just need her to get the support that she needs to do a good job. So this is what I've opened to. So as I was there, the phone rang and somebody asked if I'm an advocate. So I had a long conversation on the phone with the person. She's only 31 years old, and I interrupted her to ask if she don't mind, if she Asian. I could hear it in her voice and I could hear the emotional. And she just needed somebody to talk about her situation. And as I look on those pictures up there, I don't see Varul Sinha. But hearing her talking about she has three children, 2 have autism, it just reminded me of that little boy, Varul Sinha, who I know is a savant because he was reading at the age of 4, doing maths in his head better than me. So as I said, this is what, I don't know if it's after the conversation or during the conversation, I decided to open this. So immediately I open it, my hands start shaking, my voice start going emotional, and this is what, this is it, I'm putting it on record. Written charges, attendance required. Miss Mervelee Myers, my address. Yeah? Case record number, earn, arrest summons number, date of birth, postal requisition. You are charged with the offenses below. On the 16th of the 4th, 2021, at 9:30, you must appear at the courthouse at Croydon Court, 10 Croydon Magistrate Court, Barclay Road, Croydon, to answer the charges. If you do not attend, the court may hear the case in your absence and may issue a warrant for your arrest. If a warrant is issued for your arrest, you may be held in custody until you are brought to court. Police bail. If you are on police bail for the offenses, you do not have to return to the police station and your bail has been cancelled. Advice and help. If you need advice about what to do, you should get help from a solicitor or advice agency at once. If you cannot afford a solicitor, you may be able to get free advice about your plea or how to apply to the court for a representation order so that you can have a solicitor at the hearing. Do not wait until you first come to court. If you need any general advice about the court, contact the court office at Croydon Magistrates, Croydon Law Courts, Barclays Road, Croydon, CRO, 1JN or IJN 0207 8059851. Charges. Criminal damage to property valued £5,000 on the 15th of the 11th, 2020 at Bird in the Bush Community Center, SE 15, without lawful excuse. Damaged door, wall and flooring to the value of $1,062, cash belonging to Bird in the Bush Community Center, intended to destroy or damage such property, or being reckless as to whether such property would be destroyed or damaged. Contrary to Section 1, in bracket 1, and 4 of the Criminal Damage Act 1971, HO 149 non CD 71039. I'll read it before I comment. Criminal damage to property valued under $5,000 on 28th of the 11th, 2020 at Bird in the Bush Community Center, SE 15, without lawful excuse. Damage advertising banner, wall, flooring and entrance to the value of $1,062 belonging to Bird in the Bush Community Center, intending to destroy or damage such property, or being reckless as to whether such property would be destroyed or damaged, contrary to section whatever, same thing. Charge authorized by name, Hawkins, officer rank PC, color number P36802. Prosecution contact Walroy Police Station, 1228 Manor Place, Southwark, London, SE 173BB. Telephone. Statement of means. Please ensure you fill in and bring the enclosed statement of income. I don't see any statement of income. This is all I see in there, okay? Enclosed statement of income expenditure to court. If this information is not provided, you may be ordered to pay a fine which is more than you can afford. I don't see any statement provided. They say it's income. Say enclosed. I don't see any. That's all I see in there. 2 pages. Discount for early plea. The court, when passing sentence on you, will consider giving you a lower penalty if you enter an early guilty plea. The amount of any discount will depend on how early you indicate your plea, as well as the circumstances that made you plead guilty. If you wish, you can write to the prosecutor and the court as soon as you have been charged and you are sure you want to plead guilty. If you intend to see a solicitor, you should speak to your solicitor first. You can tell the court how you will be pleading at any hearing of your case, even if your case may have to be heard at the Crown Court. Nothing here stated here is intended to persuade you to plead guilty. Let me just go over a few points. Yeah? Why they're charging me for the 15th of the 11th, 2020 and the 28th of the 11th, 2020. Why have they left out the 11th of the 11th, 2020? Is there a valid reason for them not to include that in the criminal damages? Yes? Was that the date when a young man tried to pull me into his room and then take photographs? Well, they are circulated, so why have they left out that date? What have they got to hide, considering the reviews online? That there's the reviews online that the court, same court, refused for me to submit additional witness statement. Yeah, and I'm just gonna show here. I am going to use mitigating circumstances. Yeah? My brother's birth date and what Judge Parfit said to me when I showed him this. When I showed him my medical report, this one in particular, he understands my trauma, but the report said I'm doing okay. Well, was I doing okay? If that because of what Judge Parfit done, because he took over from Judge Dight, who had a misconduct, I ended up going here to do that. That is reported about in the Southern News about what Leaf has done to staff at Bird in the Bush. Yeah? And as for payment, statement of means, we're going to clarify about the 58,000 that was offered with an NDA. Why was I offered that with an NDA? To cover up. Yeah? And the judgment that has been passed for Ryan Clement to pay me back my £9,000, and why has the Small Claims Court refused to enact that judgment, and the court enforcement services is charging me to abort it. I'll finish this here because you know what, I'm bloody stressed. Yeah? I'm bloody stressed.